Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I personally believe that XRP is going to have tremendous staying power. Now, look, there's no way to know exactly how everything in the future is going to unfold, but you know what ultimately matters to me for long-term viability of any cryptocurrency is utility. What problem is functionally being solved? In XRP, it's used in enterprise-grade software today, and that's just one use case. It has a number of use cases that are actually being applied right today, this very second. And so you see all these massive quantities of XRP moving around the planet endlessly, and to me, this just speaks to the degree to which, it's one thing you look at anyway, which just would strongly make you think, this thing might be around for a while. Does this functionally matter? The world has adopted XRP, mind you. It is one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies on the planet. And while I still do believe that the crypto asset class as a whole is not particularly liquid, XRP still is one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies on the planet. It's been in the top 10 cryptocurrencies for its entire life. Most of that time spent, I believe, in the top 3 cryptocurrencies. And yeah, it's a little bit lower today, but blame the SEC right now, fine. But look at these headlines. Ripple, this is from you today. Ripple and major trading platforms shift 282 million XRP, while Ripple's XRP transfers to Huobi shrink. And then there was this one, 148 million XRP shifted by top-tier digital exchanges. And it's like, and those are just a couple that have recently popped up here. And it's just fascinating to me as I go through all this because, you know, I do my best to stay in tune, let's say, with what's happening in the world of crypto in general. And yeah, this is an XRP-centric channel, so like XRP is at the core of my content, sure, but you got to be aware also of what's happening in the broader world of crypto. And something that I've been talking about is this idea, I've been talking about this for a long time, this idea that cryptocurrencies, my gosh, it's had a number of bubbles, it's developed into a number of bubbles in the past, and I am absolutely expecting that we're going to have another massive bubble this market cycle, and it's going to be the biggest bubble in the history of the crypto asset class. And people that aren't in the know, perhaps, maybe they hear the word bubble, they think it's something scary or bad or shouldn't happen or means that it's a scam, and I'm just like, you don't know what the hell bubble is. Bubbles happen in every single asset class, whether it's precious metals or stocks or crypto, whatever, you pick it, real estate. Now, bubbles happen. It doesn't mean that in and of itself is not an indicator that the asset class in question is going to zero. It is an indication that things have been overbought, especially if you're talking about a parabolic rise upwards. And so I want to share with you in this video comments from Michael Berry, and he is famous for having seen what was happening with the housing market in 2008, in the bubble pop 2008, 2009 era. He saw that years in advance, and he took action to capitalize on it, and people thought he was nuts. And so he was in this movie, The Big Short, and Michael Berry was played by Christian Bale. And this is an excellent movie. I've seen it twice now. It came out in 2015. It's got a 7.8 on IMDb, and I don't know if you know anything about the way movies are rated on IMDb. That is exceptional. A 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb is very high for a movie. And so if you haven't seen this, I encourage you to check it out. You can stream it on all sorts of websites. But this guy was talking about crypto and a bubble inflating, and so I wanted to highlight some of that and talk about it because as far as it pertains to the crypto asset class and certainly XRP specifically, I want that to happen, and I am expecting that to happen, and it doesn't mean that if it happens that XRP or crypto is bad and is going to zero. Though some bubbles can inflate and ultimately pop and go to zero, like tulipomania happened. If you don't know what that is, just Google tulipomania. But it happened hundreds of years ago. Tulip bulbs were worth crazy amounts of money. You could buy a house with a tulip bulb, stuff like this. Absolute insanity. But that was a bubble. And then it popped and people came to their senses, and that did go the way of the dodo, my favorite extinct avian creature, by the way. But it doesn't mean that just because a bubble pops that whatever you're talking about there, whatever is in the bubble, doesn't mean necessarily that everything's going to zero. And so here is the article from You Today titled, Michael Berry of Big Short predicts mother of all crashes. Ooh, sounds scary, right? Like, my gosh. This is going to result in fear and uncertainty and doubt. Oh my God, FUD. Yeah, okay. Well, not for Moon Lambo. That's not how I'm reacting to this. Like, this is something that might scare people that haven't really analyzed, they're not in the know, but like, this is what I'm counting on. I'm in crypto, I own XRP because I want the volatility and I'm expecting it. I'm expecting a massive bubble to inflate. That's the bet I'm making. And it's risky, and if I'm wrong, then maybe I lose everything, which would be substantial. And I hope that doesn't happen, but I don't think it will. It's also true that I've only invested what I'm willing to lose anyway, just in case, but check this out. Legendary investor Michael Berry recently warned his followers about the mother of all crashes, and that's a quote, which came from a tweet that has since been deleted. The Scion Capital boss claims that parabolic uptrends driven by hype and speculation won't resolve sideways, predicting that the crypto market will fall from trillions while total losses of retail investors will reach the size of countries. And so again, that sounds very scary. I'm here for that extreme volatility. I purchased during the bear market intentionally. My holdings of crypto and XRP specifically, I was down on my XRP holdings for most of the last 3.5 years or so that I've held it. And it didn't bother me. That's exactly what I was expecting. I knew that that's when people weren't paying attention. I bought a bunch of it, and I've been waiting, and just assumed things would go up, and they sure have. Because you know what? As it turns out, market cycles are an actual real thing here. And so this is something important that I've been saying too. Because when you're talking about parabolic price activity, which is just rocket ship style price activity to the moon, to get a Lambo on the moon, all that crazy nonsense, right? Well, once that type of price activity happens, he's saying it doesn't resolve by trading sideways afterwards, which is why all the people out there that think that I'm wrong, because look, I say that and I firmly believe this. When the bubble inflates and then pops, you will see XRP and every crypto on the planet that has inflated in the same way drop 80 or 90+%. It's going to be devastating for a ton of people. I'm expecting that to happen. And I could be wrong, but I do feel very strongly about it. And I've been saying for some time, because there are all sorts of people that are like, no. The most you're going to happen with a market that's now this mature is that XRP and other cryptos, maybe they'll crash 30 to 50%. And people were saying that, before the most recent price dip, which occurred on May 19th. And I'm like, guys, you do know what you're talking about? I mean, I'm like 30 to 50%. Like those are normal corrections in a bull cycle. From 2015 to 2017, Bitcoin had 9 corrections where on average it went down 37%. And so we just had one where Bitcoin went down from 65,000 to about 30,000. That's over a 50% correction. And so now you think that a bubble's going to pop and that all we're going to see is that again? We just saw it. It's going to be 30 to 50%. No. I've been saying forever that just don't make no damn sense to Moon Lambo. You're going to see a massive drop that's going to devastate people that buy at the top. That's what I think is going to happen. I really firmly believe that's going to happen. And here you have Michael Berry called the greatest financial collapse in modern times, basically. The housing bubble. He called that, and he's saying no. When something goes parabolic, it doesn't resolve sideways, it crashes down. And he is right. You're going to talk about trillions of dollars evaporating from crypto markets. Absolutely. I firmly believe that. That is the bet that I'm making. And then it states here in a separate tweet, Berry, who rose to fame because of Adam McKay's The Big Short, also called attention to excessive leverage in the cryptocurrency market. And this is interesting also. Check out this tweet from Michael Berry. There's 2 of them, actually. The problem with crypto, as in most things, is the leverage. If you don't know how much leverage is in crypto, you don't know anything about crypto, no matter how much else you think you know. And that I know is true. I firmly believe that. There's all sorts of people. Maybe it's mostly new people. Nothing against you if you're doing this, but just be careful out there, because if you're leveraged, my gosh, like if things go up fine, in theory, you could have crazy multiplier effect. You could be 100x leverage. That's insane, by the way, and it really is. But if things don't go well, and there's a margin called, you just get liquidated and lose everything. Now, that can't happen to me because I just hold my XRP and I don't leverage it. If the price goes down, it goes down. If the price goes up, it goes up. But there's all sorts of people that leverage their holdings, and that does help to get a bubble to ramp up into the trillions of dollars. But then, when things go badly, what happens? The bubble pops, and everybody that's in such a situation gets liquidated. And everybody that's not, you still have to deal with an 80 to 90% fall. And so if you don't recognize that as a serious problem, I mean, Michael Berry's right on this point. And then he wrote, all hype/speculation is doing is drawing in retail before the mother of all crashes. FOMO parabolas don't resolve sideways. When crypto falls from trillions or meme stocks fall from tens of billions, Main Street losses will approach the size of countries. History ain't changed. And so my bet is that what he is saying is going to happen there is going to happen. In fact, I've been, in my own words, articulating that for multiple years at this point on the Moon Lambo channel. I've been saying that. That's what I'm here for. And if I'm wrong, I get wrecked. So that's the thing. So like we're all betting against each other, aren't we? If we have different opinions, if we're betting with our dollars. So my bet is this is going to happen, right? And so when I sell after things ramp up, which is what I'm expecting to do ultimately, and people are purchasing whatever I'm selling, they're betting it's going to go much higher. They're thinking I'm wrong. Oh, that stupid Moon Lambo. Not that they know they're buying it from me, but like, that stupid Moon Lambo. Well, we'll see who's right. There's risk for both participants. And just because I have strong conviction doesn't mean I'm right, but I think I'm right. I feel pretty damn strong about that. And I'm excited about the potential here with XRP. Now, utility will ultimately matter. It does matter today, but only a little tiny bit. There is a reason that XRP has been in the top 10 for the entirety of its existence in terms of market cap. That means that some people care about utility, but still the price of XRP, it just moves in tandem. So it's like just enough people to keep it up there. But it still moves in tandem. It's not about actual real world adoption or usage or this or that. That's going to matter in a mature market, but this is an immature market. And so I'm not surprised to see any of this sort of stuff here. But I am excited to see this very market cycle, what the hell happens, because I think it's going to get ridiculous. And I think there are fortunes to be made, and I think a lot of people are going to lose fortunes, and this is the risk we take if we choose to invest in anything in life, whether it's real estate or stocks or crypto. But crypto is the most volatile, and it's more risky for that reason, I think. I think it's fair to state that, right? But I want that. I want that exposure. I think that this is, clearly, if you look at the last 12 years of data, just what's happened in the world of crypto, my gosh, the asymmetrical returns relative to any other asset class, there's been nothing like this in the history of mankind. You think I'm going to sit on the sidelines? No. I've made myself informed, I've placed my bets, and we'll see if I'm right. If I'm right, maybe I make a ton of money, and if I'm wrong, maybe I lose everything. And I think that's fair. That's how it should be. And so I have strong conviction, and strong conviction, like I've been saying I get for some time now, it doesn't mean I'm right, but I have strong conviction not based on feelings and emotion, but based on my own research and the logic and data and all that, which is far more important to me here. And so it was just fascinating to see Michael Berry say some of the things that I already firmly believe to be true after doing my own research. He's right. A bubble will inflate. It will pop. It will be devastating for many. And my plan is to get out on the way towards the top. And parabolas, he's right. They don't resolve sideways. I've been saying that too. My gosh. So, but see, again, you got to understand, like, if this is scary to you, okay, I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold. I'm just saying that you think it's scary, maybe. To me, it just represents opportunity. That's it. Because what's the purpose of investing? Yeah, to make more money. You need the volatility. And this is the most volatile asset class on the planet, which makes that opportunity to this degree possible. I'm all for it. I think XRP is going to be worth substantially more than it is today. And we'll see what happens. I don't know that to be the case, but I suspect it will be the case, and I hope so. And if I'm wrong, I lose everything, perhaps. But I'm fine with that. I've made my peace. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, but I'm feeling pretty damn good about this. It's a fun topic of conversation always, but I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.